Alright, so another video from GMBF. Today we're going to talk about reels and what I am using for my lineup for 2021. Just a little history. When I first started fishing, I was using Abu Garcia, and after that I went to Luz. I had a Luz BB1 speed spool. Then I sold that off, and then I started buying Shimano reels, as you guys can see in front of you. The first Shimano reel that I actually got was my Japan. This is the JDM Access DC. This was 2013 model, and this was a present that the wife actually bought me when I first started fishing. So I used this reel 95% of the time when I first started fishing. After the years, this reel actually started to wore out. I used this reel for a lot of the times for topwater fishing, frogging. I'm not sure if you guys can still hear the DC or not. You can't really hear it anymore, but awesome reel. When we first bought it, I believe it was like 300 and something. But right now, the price for these news are still up around the $300 range, and finding one on the left hand retrieve is actually a lot harder than the right hand retrieve. So awesome reel, and thanks to the wife for supporting my hobby, and I couldn't have done it without her. So this reel here, this one's actually retired. Right, so this was the first, one of the first Shimano reels that I owned. This is the Shimano SLX, and this was the first generation SLX that they came out with. And one of the things I liked about this reel is just the small profile. I got the smaller hands, so this fit in the palm really well. And on here, I just got the Gomexus carbon fiber handle with some silver knobs. And I still use this reel today. It's still really smooth. I actually put some Boca bearings in here. Let me see if I can show you guys. If I can get this off. So if you look on the back side here, the orange bearing here. So I actually put some Boca bearings in here, and you know, after that, it's still really smooth. Got some random fluorocarbon here. Looks like it's 25-pound fluorocarbon. So we'll be changing out my lines also before the season starts. So that's the first reel. Next reel on the list is the Shimano SLX XT. So this was one of my newer reels that I purchased, I believe it was last year. And as you can see, this also has the carbon fiber handle, and this one has the purple knobs. And I'm running, I believe, some 15-pound Power Pro braid. So for this one, I used this one. I had it for some topwater before, and this one also has the orange ceramic Boca bearings. Alright, next reel on the list. I'm gonna go with the Dorado. This is the Dorado 200K. Like I said, one of the newer reels also that I got. And this one also features the carbon fiber handle, but it has the oversized Gomexus power knobs. So I used this one for topwater last year. These knobs right here actually helps leverage and bring in the fish when you're fighting the fish. So it's pretty comfortable. I know a lot of people are not comfortable with bigger knobs, but for the Dorado, they actually work pretty well, and I use this for topwater, and last year I started using this reel for swim baits. But I did notice that every time you set the hook, I always had to reset the drag. So I read some stuff online. It seems to be kind of normal for the Dorado, okay? So I'm not too sure what the problem there is. And this one also has the orange ceramic ball bearings, also from Boca. And I'm running the ball bearing on the brake side, and then they also have another bearing on the tension knob over here. So 2 bearings. Next, reel is my Shimano Aldebaran. I also had a JDM Aldebaran MGL. I believe it was the 31 size, but I didn't use that reel a whole lot. I barely used it, so I sold that reel just last year. So, but I kept this one. This is the JDM Aldebaran 51. And the thing about this reel is I bought this reel for 50 bucks. So one of the Facebook groups, some guy was selling this reel. A lot of things about buying stuff online is, you know, you never know when people are going to be sketchy or they're just going to scam. So always make sure you guys always pay with PayPal, all right? And do goods and services when you buy stuff online from third-party people. But yep, I bought this Aldebaran for $50. And it casted pretty good when I first got it. But as you can see here, I also got the carbon fiber Gomexus handle. And I got the gold knobs on this one. And this one here, I've been using this one for my crankbaits. It's been doing really well for crankbaits. And I know a lot of people might be using this for more of like a finesse type baits. But I've been using it for crankbaits. And it's performed really well. Let me see if I can open this up. Because I know for this reel here, I actually, I also have the ceramic ball bearings for the Boca bearings. And then for the spool, let's see if I can get this out. I also have the ceramic bearings also from Boca bearings for this one. So really big fan of Boca bearings. I know they have, there's other manufacturers that people recommend for bearings for reels. But I feel that the Boca bearings, they do their job. So I go with them every single time. So Aldebaran. So next up, I got my 2 spinning reels. I had 3 of these spinning reels. These are the Stratix CI4 Plus 2500 FA. These are the 2nd generation CI4s for the Stratix. So the first one that I bought a couple years ago, some guy was selling it for 50 bucks. So I went and bought that one. There were some issues with it, but even for these old reels, Shimano actually still has parts available on their website. And you can still buy parts to replace anything inside of these reels. And although it's been a few years, these reels are actually still pretty smooth. And on this one, I have the oversized knob also on this one. So let's go with the second one. Same thing here. Another Gomexus reel stand on this side. Got the stock knobs here. And this one here is still awfully really smooth also. And the history behind the other 2 Stratix CI4s that I have is there was a guy that was selling 2 Stratix and he wanted 100 bucks for both of them. And there was some issues where every time you set the hook, so here I'm releasing and I can reel it, I can do forward and reverse. But when you lock it in, you're not supposed to be able to go backwards. So the issue was, it kept, every time you set the hook, this handle kept going backwards. I've seen that before in one of my other Stratix. And there's a part inside of here that you basically just replace. So I just bought the parts in and I just replaced it. And after that, it works like a charm. Next is one of the higher end reels. This is the Metanium DC. So as you can see here, I got the oversized power handle from Gomexus. These are some CNC stainless, and it's power coated black, and it's got the blackout TPE knobs. Really awesome handles. If you guys haven't done so, I would check out Gomexus for your next custom handles or knobs. And for this one here, currently using this to throw chatterbaits, jigs. And I'm using this on my 7.6 medium heavy Shimano X Bride also. So got some, I believe this is 40 pound braid on here. And for this is a DC reel, or the digital control braking. If you guys are not familiar with these reels, awesome reels. Once you get your settings in, a lot of times you don't have to thumb while you're casting, so that's one of the neat things about this. And the oversized handle, it's really big, and it's actually pretty comfortable, and it actually helps you when you're fighting fish and, you know, just getting that leverage to bring the fish in. So I actually got this off of Omnia Fishing as well. So some new additions to the family. So I put an order in to Omnia Fishing. If you guys do not know what Omnia Fishing is or who they are, I will put a link down below and check them out. They are based in Golden Valley, Minnesota. And if you guys use promo code GMBF15, you can get 15% off all your orders, excluding some items and some brands like Megabass. But 15% is 15%. So let's go to the unboxing of what I have. So Omnia Fishing, upside down. But I picked up some new reels. Really excited about these new reels. So as you guys know, I posted that my NRX does not have a reel on it currently. So Shimano has the new Dorado MGL, and I got the 71 XG. XG is for the high speed gear ratio. So we're gonna open this up and we're gonna take a look at it. From the pictures that I've seen, this reel actually looks like the Dorado K, but I'm gonna assume with the 70 size that this reel is the profile is gonna be a lot smaller. So let's see, we got just the Bantam oil. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right or not. Boom! Wow. So we put the stuff away. This box over here. Wow. Really nice. It's blacked out. As you can see here, it's like a matte black. This is the 8.1 gear ratio. Star Drag has a hint of green on there. Got some nice Shimano knobs. I believe this one also has the drag sound, kind of like the spinning reels when the drag is peeling. I believe this reel has that. I am not sure. I can't remember. But if you're going to compare the size difference between these two, I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but 70 size is a lot smaller than the 200. So my plan for this reel here is that I'm going to be using it on my NRX, and I'm going to be using it to throw some lighter finesse stuff. Maybe use it for Ned rigs. I could still use it for jigs also. With the 70 size spool, I'm not going to have too much line on there, so might be using it for pitching. I read online that this reel is really smooth for doing some underhand casting, so really excited for that. And just take a look, another 360. This is the Dorado 71 XG, 8.1 gear ratio. Alright, so let's put that one down. So next reel that I'm actually pretty excited about, took a lot of thinking before I made this purchase, but this is the Bantam MGL. This is the HG left hand retrieve. I was not able to get an XG. I love the high gear ratios, and the purpose for this reel is that I'm going to use this for frogging. I read a lot of reviews online, and it seems like this reel is a really well built reel, and it can handle a lot of damage. So one of the reasons why I bought this, frogging, and you know I love to frog in the summer. So let's open this up. Got out the manual. Really nice when everything is in English. A lot of the stuff, a lot of the reels that I bought so far from Japan, can't read Japanese, so I'm not really sure and can't understand it. So it's the Bantam MGL HG. So let's take a look at it. And there you go. Awesome, awesome reel. Looks like it's got a shorter handle. Might replace this and use a longer handle. Okay, let's try to do this. I seen it. I want to try it. So it says to open. It has to go up. So it goes all the way down from here, all the way up. So let's see if I can pop this open. Just gonna look at the spool, if it'll come out. These are the MGL. I don't want to force it out. But it looks like a one-piece design compared to the other reels. Feels really smooth. Kind of looks like a mixture of the Metanium with the SLX. I know the SLX, see? Looks just about the same. Really light reel for some reason. I felt like it was going to be a lot heavier than this, but it's actually pretty light. So this reel right here will be used for frogging. Maybe I'll use it for some jig, also some jig fishing. But main thing is going to be, it's going to go on my frogging rod. So that's it for the reels, for the unboxing. But I did pick up some other items also from Omnia Fishing. Just some plastics, and I also picked up some Megabass screw head. So these here, this is like a smaller finesse profile. It's a 1/16 ounce. I thrown this last year, and wow, a lot of bites off of this setup here, right here. So I used this for my spinning setup, and they had some more in stock, so I was like, why not? I'll just pick up a pack and then use it this year. Just some random plastics that I got some Gary Yamamoto. This is the 4-inch PD LTL. I believe that's Zaco or Zaco. This is the green pumpkin black flake. So use this as a trailer for chatterbaits, or maybe just throw it on a swim bait hook. We got the 4-inch Zaco. Not sure what the difference is. Oh, so the difference between these two are the different style tail, as you guys can see in that picture. So this is a Tennessee shad pattern, and then I just got the cream white. I saw that this was a really popular color last year, and they actually ran out of this color, so they had it in stock. So I picked up a pack. So, besides the reels and the plastics and the Megabass jig head, I actually bought another fishing rod, and I will show it to you guys. So I actually picked up another Zodias, and this is the new, the one that came out last year in 2020. A 610 medium, and with the regular fast action. I actually bought this to replace my crankbait rod, because the crankbait rod I have from Arc Rods, it's a medium heavy 7.4 glass rod, perfect for crankbaits, but little bulky for the hands for myself. So I went and picked up another Zodia, and Omnia Fishing has a new Zodia in stock. So So I decided to just pick one up. Show you guys that one more time. Looks like the little baby of the Shimano Poison. And the funny part was that I was gonna actually pick up some Shimano Poison also, but I was gonna pick up a spinning rod because I wanted another spinning rod. But as you guys saw from my post, the broken Zodia that I have, I'm actually gonna get that fixed. So hopefully Bass King, he can get that fixed for me. I love the design on these rods. The X high power. And that is gonna conclude my unboxing video for today. If you guys have any questions, just give me a message, and don't forget to go visit Omnia Fishing and use promo code GMBF15 for 15% off all your orders, excluding some items. And that code can be used over and over and over again.